All right. Welcome to the podcast. It's called Let the Record Spin. This is our first episode. So pretty much what we're going to be doing is we're going to be listening to an album. We can't play the album on the podcast because that's super illegal. But we're going to count down to each track. And then you're going to play the track with us and then listen to the podcast.
Yes,
hello. It's not a podcast you can listen to like in your car or like on a second monitor. You have to be actively listening to the music as well. If you want to just listen to us talk about nothing, then don't turn the music on. I'm Mike.
I'm Kyle.
The first album we're going to be doing is The Grind Date by De La Soul. It's a critically acclaimed album. We're starting with a good one.
We both know nothing about it. That's kind of the vibe.
Yeah, I mean, I have information on it, but I haven't listened to the album.
Right.
It's their 7th studio album. It was released October 5th, 2004. It has a runtime of 52 minutes and 43 seconds. The album also has 13 features with almost all big names, some of which are MF Doom, Flava Flav, and Ghostface Killah. And then the first track, The Future, features a sample from A Brighter Tomorrow by the band Switch, and that song released in 1980.
Going back.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
You ready to listen to the first track?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, 3, 2, 1. This part is the sample in the background.
I like the panning going on.
Yeah.
I've got multiple people around me.
It feels like Evangelion.
Yeah, it does. Congratulations. Congratulations.
I am oneself. Oneself is in me. Okay.
Shit.
So that song was 3 minutes and 50 seconds, and it did not feel that long.
Hmm.
I think that's a good intro track.
I agree. I really like the sample. The sample
Yeah, the sample's
is sick.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't feel it doesn't feel that long at all.
No, I think it
I'll
because it
go ahead.
kind of brings you through a lot of different things. You know, the intro they're
Yeah,
like
for sure.
talking, and then the sample kicks in.
Yeah, the beat kicks in like a minute in,
Yeah.
and there's only two verses.
Right. Yeah.
I feel like a 4 minute song would usually have a lot more, but it didn't feel like it needed more.
No. No.
I like that. That was a good song.
Yeah.
Okay. Track 2, Verbal Clap, has 4 samples on it.
Okay.
1973's Catherine of Aragon by Rick Wakeman. 1972's Long Red by Mountain. 1983's Dance Sister by Peach Boys. And 1988's King of the Beasts by Mantronics. I think this might have the most
Never heard
samples.
of any of those.
I haven't either, but that's probably what makes them good samples.
Absolutely.
Just like crate digging for like shit that no one's heard that slaps.
Yeah.
Not that no one's heard these tracks, but I mean,
No, right.
no one our age has heard these tracks.
Yeah. That's what I love about like old record bins in record stores. You just find shit that no one has ever heard of before.
Yeah, I mean it's a super big part of the like the genre.
Yeah.
As well. I mean you find like a fucking like 1970s whatever the fuck song and then figure out how to make it hip hop and it's just like it's always smooth as fuck.
Yeah, it's crazy because like I think a lot of those things just kind of are lost now because like the medium wasn't streaming or anything like that. So
Yeah,
now all those records are just out there and waiting to be found. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, there's still people who are crate diggers, but they're definitely a lot less common, and there's a lot more ways to sample things now. So
Right, yeah.
a little bit of a lost art. All right, you ready for the second song?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
I love this synth. So cool.
I feel like everything's fighting for space, but at the same time, everything is you could hear everything clearly.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, this synth is nice.
Yeah. Damn. Okay.
It also turns into the bass pretty nicely.
Does.
I can feel the spit coming out of his mouth.
He's going hard. I really like that. Give me like
That's pretty
50
good.
Cent vibes, kinda.
I
But
think I think all the verses were a little too samey, but other than that, I thought it was pretty good.
yeah, I was just getting it like heavy 50 Cent vibes at the end.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know. I don't. When did 50 Cent start making?
I have
No,
no
I
fucking
have
clue.
no idea either. I don't.
You have a computer, just
I
Google
do. You're right.
it.
Let's see. We'll just go off like his first album.
Yeah.
I was just curious because like I like knowing, especially in like the rap scene, who influences who.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Most
for
rap
sure.
artists draw inspiration from each other. Okay, so 50
Yeah, how
Cent's
many sorry, go ahead.
oh, his first single came out in 2003. So,
So a year later,
yeah.
around the same time.
But
Also, yeah, everyone is influenced by each other. There's fucking 13 features on this album.
yeah, absolutely. And there's some pretty big features on this, which is cool.
Yeah. I mean, De La Soul's huge, especially in the genre.
I've never heard of them. So,
That's crazy.
I don't know, man. I've just never heard of them. But it's cool. I'm discovering it now, so.
Yeah. The third track is Much More, featuring Yummy. The track was originally released on a single alongside Shoomp in 2003, and was their first release after leaving their label Tommy Boy for AOI. AOI is De La Soul's personal record label. So pretty much they went independent, kind of.
Okay.
The music video for this track was shot live on an episode of Comedy Central's Chappelle Show, which is kind of nuts. And Lupe Fiasco also uses the beat and chorus in his song, also called Much More.
Okay.
Are you ready for the track?
I am.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Already off the bat, much different from the last song.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah. Oh.
That's like a Kanye sample,
Yeah.
like early Kanye, like
Yeah.
College Dropout, Late Registration.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh.
Mhm.
It's so quick for what's happening right now.
Yeah, this is nice. I like this a lot. Yeah, that was
That was my favorite
nice.
track so far.
Yeah, I agree.
That one was really good.
It gives me like this is just like the type of song you'd listen to driving out in the sun in like a city. I don't know. Just cool.
Yeah, I said that it was like early Kanye, and it definitely had a lot of those vibes.
Yeah,
But I feel like the chorus being that quick is like super unique. I feel like most other artists would have slowed down that chorus. You know,
probably.
it
I
felt
think
super busy.
yeah, but I don't know, it was nice.
Yeah, no, I liked it. I'm not saying that as a bad thing.
Yeah.
It felt super busy.
I like the message that they're like sending. It's like they're like worried about the longevity of hip hop, um, which is interesting because obviously, knowing what we know now, hip hop is huge, or
Yeah, I
like
mean, it
huge influence
surpassed.
on modern day like rap and trap and things like that.
I mean, it surpassed rock as the most popular genre. So
Right. It's just interesting that they're singing about or worrying about the longevity of hip hop in this time in 2004.
yeah, I mean, it makes sense. A lot of this shit, like even as popular as De La Soul is now or was then, um, I mean, it's not like what 2004, early 2000s was a lot of like fucking like like rock inspired pop. The
Right.
direction did not seem like it was going this way
Right.
until
Yeah.
like mid 2000s, around this time to be honest, 2004, 2005.
Yeah, I think it's a fair concern for an artist to have because like that's their livelihood, obviously, and
Yeah, of course.
whatever genre is at the top gets the most attention. Um,
Yeah, and it's not like the internet was around like now, where you know any genre can have a niche following.
right.
It was like you're in the record store or you're not.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just interesting to see
I'm
where
gonna
things are
grab
now.
a glass of water. I'll be right back.
Okay. Not really sure what to say. Hopefully he's quick.
I'm back.
He
I
was
already had
quick.
it poured.
Okay.
All right. Track 4, shopping bags. In parentheses, she got from you. It was the first single from the album. When this fuck. When the song released, Bat or Black Entertainment Television refused to play the music video because they thought De La Soul was irrelevant to their audience, which is pretty fucking harsh.
Yeah.
Then people complained a shit ton, and they kind of stuck to their guns and stopped playing De La Soul as much because of that, because they didn't like the De La Soul fans kind of pushing back at them for being like, De La Soul's irrelevant now.
Interesting. Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
3,
Okay.
2, 1.
All right.
That glass sound is so piercing.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about this one.
I think I'd like it a lot more without the glass sound.
Yeah,
The verse isn't bad.
I like his flow.
Yeah, me too. He's kind of like hiding in the beat a bit.
Yeah.
That one gave me a bit of a headache.
The
I'm not a huge
cowbell
fan of
is
that
too
one.
much, huh?
Yeah, it sounds like do you know what claves are?
Yeah,
They're like
it's
sticks
clav.
that you like hit together. No, I think it's like a fucking bottle. To be honest, it sounds like they're hitting a bottle with
Interesting.
a stick, but it
Okay.
gives the same. It's played like a clav. The part would be. It's kind of like a pedal tone over the whole song,
Okay, yeah.
and I'm not against pedal tones. I mean I have them in some of my songs, but like holy shit, that one was piercing. It was also so loud in the mix.
It was, yeah. Uh,
Um, yeah, I think that what was there was really cool, but the fact that I was distracted the whole time by that, like, just ruined the song for me. Like the
yeah,
chorus is
there was that.
catchy and the flow is good.
Yeah, I really liked his flow. I'm the type of person who really attaches to like lyrics and meanings from lyrics and stuff like that.
Uh huh.
But there wasn't really much here. I mean, he's just kind of talking about a woman shopping, and
Hmm.
I mean, there's a
Yeah, De
bit
La
more.
Soul kind of, from what I've heard, goes in between like funny shit and also like super serious shit.
Okay, yeah,
So I don't even mind the message of the song. I think it's just funny.
yeah,
But
yeah, definitely. It's
um
a funny song.
but I just like couldn't pay attention. I have ADD, so that's probably part of it, but I just couldn't pay attention. I was too fixated on the the bottle sound.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, the fifth track is the Grind Date. It's the title track, and I didn't write anything for this track on purpose because it's the title track. I feel like it should speak for itself if they're gonna pick it for the title track.
Right. Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. The guitar with the background vocals is kind of like Wolfpacky. This is a great beat.
Beat is very cool.
That's the second time they talked about playing Xbox.
I was gonna say the same thing. This is around the time Xbox like blew up too, I think. So
yeah,
it's funny.
just funny, yeah.
They have some contempt for Xbox, I guess.
I love the bass lead into this song. The bass is super sick.
It is. This also reminds me of Kanye.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right.
that
That one was good.
that one had the most clever rhymes in it.
Yeah. Agreed.
I think that's a good title track.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, the bass lead in was sick. The doom 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 doom.
Yeah, I like the end there too. There's like that little twinkle at the end. I don't know.
I also like that they cut it off like every time besides the second to last or last time. I think they might have let it play the last 2 times. I liked that.
Yeah, that was good.
All right, track 6, Church, features a sample from 1975's Reality by Pleasure. That's really all I could find on this track.
Okay.
I hopefully the sample's good.
Hopefully, yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
3. Oh, is this the hold on? Is this the longest song on the? This is the longest song on the album as well.
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
Dude, the voice just mix in with the fucking saxophone. That sample sounds like a fucking South Park character singing. That's pretty good. I feel like it was very classic hip hoppy.
Yeah, pretty
Just kind of
average,
like
I think.
yeah, I agree. Just kind of like a filler track. Not filler because that was good. I feel like the grooves are all really good. Like they all feel like people are just fucking like chilling in the room when the song's being made. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
I like that.
The samples that they picked are pretty good for what they're going for, I guess. It's
Oh,
just
for
a
sure.
classic hip hop sound.
Yeah. Um, seventh track, it's like that, featuring Carl Thomas. I couldn't really find much on this track, but Carl Thomas is an American R&B artist whose second single "I Wish" topped the R&B charts for 6 weeks straight. So I've never heard of this guy, but
Me either.
apparently pretty big in R&B for at least that one song.
All right.
He has some albums too, but you know. All right, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Three, two, one. Don't call me sir.
Sorry, sir.
No, no, no. That's a good line.
This is going on my sex playlist.
On your sax playlist? Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
That was cool.
Yeah. It's really vibey.
It's like a Nate Dogg beat. Oh, okay.
No bass there, yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. I really like the
It's
keys on
interesting. Yeah, it's interesting that they take a minute of like almost all of these songs just to ease out. Like
it. Yeah.
I've noticed them do that a couple times where they take a full minute to just like be like, all right, now chill out. We're gonna get out of here, but we're gonna groove a little bit
We
more, and
come
then we're gonna
back.
get out of here.
We come back next time. It'll be hard.
It's a little jarring having like 3 songs in a row like that, but I would imagine being in a playlist, it's probably pretty nice. It's like how
Yeah.
like Clint Eastwood takes forever to fucking to get out of there, you know?
Right.
Gives me that kind of vibe.
Yeah. Fade outs are nice depending on
Some of them are
the
too long.
song. Yeah.
Clint Eastwood's one is too long.
Yeah.
This one it didn't feel that. It didn't feel that long. I did halfway through think if this keeps like this for another half of a song, this is gonna be too much, and then it chilled out at the end,
Yeah.
which I liked.
Fade outs are cool. I'm a sucker for songs that transition like perfectly into the next one though. I love shit like that.
Yeah,
Just
it's easy to do
love
that
it.
with fade outs too.
Yeah. Yeah,
All
I
right,
I feel like fade outs just make that process way easier, like
for sure.
sonically.
Yeah. The song is track 8. It's He Comes featuring Ghostface. There's a sample from Here Comes the Sun by Eugene Record. Not the Here Comes the Sun you're thinking of. And then obviously Ghostface is famous from being in Wu-Tang Clan.
Right.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Fuck yeah. I like that intro a lot.
Yeah. Christ.
I don't know about this. Okay, this part's good.
That was pretty sick.
Yeah. The intro had me skeptical, but he's got it. He's got
Yeah, yeah.
it.
Okay. Nice.
As soon as I said that they give us room to ease
Yeah.
out, they don't do it, which is nice.
It is, yeah.
I'm not saying that as a bad thing. I think that's good. It means that they ordered their album correctly.
Yeah. Yeah. Seems like obviously there has to be more space for features, so
I think that was
it's
one of my favorites so far. I like that one a lot.
that one was good. I still think Much More is my favorite right now, but
Yeah, I think Much More and The Grind Date are my favorites. That one I liked a lot though. I think the intro to that verse was rough, but everything else I thought was
it was a
sick.
bit rough. Yeah, no, good. That was a solid song.
The next track, track 9, Days of Our Lives, featuring Common. Another track I don't have that much information on, but Common is an American rapper that gained mainstream success through Soulquarians, which is a supergroup of soul and hip hop artists and producers.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. I like that one.
I like that one too.
It was I feel the same way about how it's like a classic hip hop song, good filler. No, I mean I know filler has a bad connotation to it, but um I don't know. I thought it was good. I think it's a good just like track to pad the album out.
Yeah, I agree. I really like the flow on that one too.
Yeah, yeah, it was kind of it was so smooth that it wasn't noticeable at all. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. He would take like pauses in between the drum beats, and it was, I don't know, it was just cool to me. I was like, this is nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just a really smooth song. There was nothing overtly bad about it, but there also was nothing that I was like, "Holy shit, this is sick." You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
It was just a good song.
I agree.
Track 10, "Come On Down," featuring Flava Flav. Features a sample from 1976's "Last Night Changed It All" by Esther Williams. Now, I also put in here, I was looking for information on Flava Flav, just like something fun to put in here. And I went on his Wikipedia, and the first line of his wiki article is ridiculous.
Okay, let's hear it.
William Johnson Drayton Jr., born March 16th, 1959, known by his stage name Flavor Flav, is an American rapper known for his yells of "Yeah, boy!" when performing. I don't know if that's what he's known for. That seems like
Yeah,
a.
it seems like
It's something he
undermining
does.
his whole
I guess he
career.
is known for doing that.
Yeah,
I don't think that.
that's not the sole reason though. It's interesting
Yeah,
that they start off with
yeah.
that.
I just thought that was funny. I don't. I
Yeah,
don't know. It's kind
that's
of
interesting.
a ridiculous one. This is the second longest song on the album as well. All right, are you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
It's a bit cheesy. Everyone's invited, man.
I think that song is great without Flavor Flav.
Yeah, that was the weakest one so far, I think.
I mean, I also did.
I'm
I
not sure.
like the vibe of Flavor Flav, just like hanging out with De La Soul.
Yeah, it
That the
didn't
vibe
take
of
it.
that was cool,
Yeah,
but it didn't carry through the whole song.
no, it didn't take itself seriously. Like it was definitely them just fucking around, but I don't know.
Yeah,
It was
it is interesting how this album is shaping up to be like just kind of a like a piece on the hip hop industry at the time.
yeah, yeah.
You said that early, and I was like, yeah, no, I can see that. But like almost every song has had like commentary about that,
It has, yeah. I've also noticed.
which is super interesting.
It is. I think it's cool. It was probably relevant for the time, but like it's funny to look back on something like that because it's no longer relevant. I mean,
Yeah,
like I
they just
said,
won.
yeah, they did.
they,
Like,
they they did it. They did it like they wanted to do it.
right, exactly. That's cool.
Yeah. Track 11 is No featuring Buddha Verses. Now this to me is the most interesting feature on this album.
Why is that?
Buddha Verses was found by Maceo, who's a member of De La Soul. And this is his first appearance as an artist. Is this
Okay.
song, which I think is super interesting.
Yeah,
I've never heard of him as an artist. I don't think he
same.
has that much work, but I'm curious to see how this feature is.
Sure.
All right, 3, 2, 1. This is a good bridge.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, I like
Uh,
that one. I think it had the thing that we talked about before, where it's, uh, it just feels like kind of a padding song.
yeah.
But I think this one did it better than the other ones did.
Yeah. I think a lot of these songs are just meant to be like feel good songs.
Yeah, that's kind of the
Uh,
vibe of De La Soul.
yeah.
There, a lot of the samples that they use are just like feel good samples, and then they just have good rap over them.
Yeah. I like it. I'm very excited for this next track. Is MF
Yeah.
Doom.
So, so track 12 is Rock Cocaine Flow, featuring MF Doom. Jake One made the beat for this song. There was also a lot of interest in MF Doom and De La Soul doing a full project together. But after this song came out, people were just kind of happy with it.
Oh, okay.
They were like, all right, well, we got what we wanted. This is sick. This was also one of the singles that released for this album.
Okay.
And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it's the most popular song on this album.
Most likely.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. That was cool.
The transitions are neat.
When that section comes in, it feels almost like a classical song.
Yeah.
That guitar's nice.
Yeah.
Just like a deep overdrive.
Yeah, I hear that. That's something like ominous about the song.
Yeah. I feel like that's the MF Doom touch to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, they get more and more every time. I'm ready for it to go nuts.
Yeah, I know.
But we only got like 10 seconds left.
No, it's sad. Just want to hear them pop off.
I really wanted it to pop off.
Yeah. They're
It was a
just
good song.
teasing you. Yeah.
I was just ready the whole time for it to pop off and it never popped off.
Yeah. I
which
love
is a
MF
little
Doom
disappointing.
as a
Yeah, I mean
lyricist.
his verses are always clean as fuck.
Yeah, I, it was. I feel like I wonder if he had like a hand in the production of this song.
Oh, almost definitely.
Yeah,
Also, I feel like De La Soul's verses and MF Doom verses are pretty similar. I mean, depending on what member of De La Soul's rapping, but the style is similar in how they rap. So them doing a song together, it makes sense that this song is good, you know?
yeah, yeah. Absolutely, they are very similar. It was cool.
Yeah, I like that one. Again, I wanted it to pop off, but that doesn't mean
Yeah,
it was bad.
they just kept teasing it.
I still liked it.
It's like something on the tip of your tongue that can't get out.
Yeah. All right, track 13, Shoomp, featuring Sean Paul, which you know from the song. What the fuck's that song? The Temperature? Can't remember what the song's called.
Not sure.
Yeah, it's Temperature. I'm almost sure it's Temperature. This was released as a single with Much Much More.
Okay.
The song featuring Yummy that we liked.
Okay. Yep.
And it was a bonus track for the European and Japanese editions of the album, which is interesting.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I don't know why, and I'm not even sure if it was released with the US version or if it was just like an exclusive.
Yeah.
Or if it was just like notated as a bonus track. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's
but
interesting.
It's still interesting.
I've come across artists that do that. Like they have bonus tracks specifically for Japan, which is strange. Especially for
Yeah.
like a hip hop group like this. I feel like people in Japan maybe probably weren't listening to hip hop like this.
The thing is, you
during that
can't really
time.
do
I
it
don't know,
now
though.
because everything is digital.
Yeah.
But before, I mean, it would just be like the music that they got would be like that edition, you know?
Yeah, right. Makes sense.
I'm sure that adding bonus tracks is also like a good way to sell more albums in a place that you normally wouldn't.
Yeah, probably.
But that's just me guessing. I don't know the the numbers on Japanese hip hop album sales.
Right, yeah.
I just think that would be a good marketing strategy. All right, you ready for the song?
Yes, I am.
The last song on the album?
Yes. Let's do
All right,
it.
3, 2, 1.
I do know Sean Paul.
Yeah, you know what song I'm talking about now.
Yeah.
I feel like the vocals are really low in the mix.
Yeah.
This is cool.
Yeah, it is.
All right,
Yeah,
that's the album.
yeah,
That song was all right.
yeah,
I felt a little too long.
yeah. It was somewhat repetitive, but
Yeah,
um, yeah. I think overall it was pretty solid.
yeah. So, what were your favorite songs in the album?
Honestly, I think the front half is a lot stronger than the back half of it. Um, the first three songs really set like a tone for the album
Mm-hmm.
stylistically. I think.
Yeah,
Much More is still definitely my favorite. Um,
yeah. I think Much More is my favorite too. That song's really good.
yeah, it is. I just love the feel good vibe, and it does have like does sound like early Kanye too. So there's
Yeah,
that. Um,
I think the Grind Date was really good. The title track.
I agree. The
I think
grind
that
date was
the
good.
track is sick. And then the Ghostface track, besides his introduction to his verse, I thought was really sick.
Yeah, yeah. Like it was a little jarring. Um, yeah.
I think. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. I just think the front half of it is a lot stronger, and then the only really like standout song to me at the end was the MF Doom one, but that's because I they like MF Doom. So I don't
I
know.
think for his first like appearance ever, the Buddha Versus song was pretty good.
Yeah,
That's an
true.
impressive first track to like put out, even though it's not just his track, you know.
Yeah, it's cool that hip hop artists would do stuff like that. Um,
Yeah, I mean, it just seemed like he found him, just like his group, Buddha Versus group, like ran into De La Soul kind of, and then they were like, "Hey man, want to get on this album?"
yeah, it's
Which is
funny.
dope.
Um, a little fun fact: MF Doom did something similar like that. Like I think, just as rap artists or hip hop artists, like you would just hang out around people who, like, sung hip hop tracks
Yeah,
and
I
worked
mean,
on hip hop tracks.
I said this album has what 13 features.
Yeah,
There's also like from the production aspect of it, like there's so many people working on it. I think there's a stigma with other types of music that it's like, that you'll have some people write music for each other, but like for the most part, people are performing and playing all of their own music. Hip hop's
right,
really fucking cool because they don't give a shit about that. I think that's
right, yeah,
dope. I think the collaboration is what makes it good. You know what I mean?
absolutely, yeah,
It's also you get this album felt really unique track to track, and I feel like that's because of all the features on it. Like the
yeah,
features don't feel like De La Soul songs with them featuring on it. It feels like each one of them is like they were making a project with that person, and that's a song on the project
yeah.
from
Its
that. You know
own
what I mean?
like isolated experience.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whichever. I mean, the through line of the album definitely stuck with the message of like keeping hip hop alive and the state of hip hop at the time. But I just think the uniqueness of how these features were done is really fucking cool.
yeah. The little fun fact I was gonna say, MF Doom did something similar with that. There's like he had a friend, uh, I think, but he isn't really an artist. He has no songs out in existence, and no one knows who this guy is.
I've
But
heard
MF
about this
Doom
guy.
had him feature on like two of his songs, I think,
Mm-hmm.
and like he's pretty good, but no one knows who the guy is. Only MF Doom does. It's just like his buddy. He's like, yeah, you want to just come like rap on my album? He's like, sure, dude. Like that
Yeah,
sort of like vibe and community is cool.
yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, I think it
Go ahead.
was solid though overall.
Yeah, what would you give it out of 10?
I think like a strong 6 maybe.
6.
Conceptually, a strong 6. I don't know, maybe 7.
I
I'm
think
not
I'd give
sure.
it a 7. You don't have to, but
Yeah, no.
I think that's what I'd give it.
I think conceptually there wasn't much, which is fine. Like it's just meant to be like fun or like whatever it is.
Yeah, I've
Um,
heard other De La Soul stuff that has it's much more experimental. This fits in the pocket of hip hop, which makes sense for the message. But I agree.
yeah. The production was really cool. I really like the production on it. Um, honestly, a
Besides
lot
that
of the
stupid fucking
verses.
bottle song.
Besides that, yeah, that song was a bit out there. Um, honestly, a lot of the verses were forgettable. I also don't listen to De La Soul. Like, this is my first time hearing them, I
Yeah.
think. So I don't know who's who in the group. So maybe that makes it a little more forgettable for me. But I guess like the lyrical content itself was forgettable and also kind of irrelevant now because like we talked about, hip hop is huge and they're talking
It's cool to
about
look
hip
back
hop
on though.
dying. Yeah, it is absolutely. I agree.
I think that compared to the other De La Soul stuff I've heard, this is less. There's a lot of cleverness in De La Soul's lines usually,
Hmm.
and there was a lot of that in this album. But I think that the balance between the cleverness and the seriousness muddied a little bit in the middle there.
Yeah, I agree with that. Um, but I don't know. I'm a white dude, so who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. I give it a 7 out of 10. I really like
Yeah,
this album. I think it's
yeah,
sick. I mean, honestly, if I find 3 tracks that I really like on an album, that's sick. I'm down. You know what I mean?
right. Yeah,
I mean that's the first episode. We
yeah.
did it.
This is gonna be fun. We're just gonna
Thank you.
explore
Yeah,
music.
yeah. I think it's gonna be sick. Next week, Kyle is going to do the hosting part
Yes.
that
Yeah,
I did this time.
we're gonna
We're gonna switch
alternate.
back and forth.
And
Um,
coming in with an alt J album. Their most recent album um, came out last year, I think. I
which
haven't heard it. So.
Kyle hadn't heard any De La Soul. I have not heard any. Would you say Alt J?
Yeah, alt J.
I've never even heard of that artist.
Yeah,
Is it
which
a
is
group or an
crazy.
artist?
It's a group.
Okay.
It's crazy that he hasn't heard of alt J because one of their songs on Spotify has like 600 million plays, or a couple of them do. So
I mean,
we'll see
maybe
how
I've
that
heard
goes.
those songs, but off the top of
Maybe,
my head, I
yeah.
have no fucking idea.
Yeah, we'll see though. Should be fun.
All right, that was Let the Record Spin.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Come back next week or I'll be sad.
Me too.
Peace.